How's it going? What do we got here then? This is a brand flan FTX Outback High Rock, and this one belongs to Vicky herself. Vicky, who made the course in the back garden. If you didn't see that, check out my Charisma Coyote SCA 1E unbox video. So this is actually a third in the unboxing videos. We've had 3 new cars turn up this week, one for Helen, one for Brody, and this is Vicky's. Brody got the FTX Outback Fury, Vicky got the High Rock, and here it is. And I personally love the look of this car. I think it absolutely is just awesome. Check it out. You just got to love a pickup. Check out all the detail you get in the back here. It feels really good on the suspension. Smooth, nice and soft. You get the rail system in the back here. I love the back bumper and the links. Yeah, you got the old shackle links there. You've got some wheel arches. They're sort of built in, they're one piece. On the Outback, the Fury, they're actually a separate piece, but these are one piece bodywork. The detail's pretty good. You can see them through the window. The front bumper looks great. Again, you've got some D shackles on there. Love the grille, love the lights. I love the little see-through proper lenses that you've got on the light pods there. Brilliant. Again, these tyres feel great too. I think they're the same as the FTX Outback Fury, being from FTX. Again, if they've got sponges in there, they are real soft. So these have got lots of, lots of soft movement to grab hold of rocks and stuff like that. I love it. I think it's great. And this actually seems to have, I don't know, just a touch more weight. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just an illusion. So let's have the body off here. I noticed that they've got a light bar on the top, and that's actually, it appears to be lensed. There's definitely some buckets in there to take some LEDs, but I know that this doesn't actually light up. Also I can see that there's no wiring to it either. But whether there's a little kit that you can buy, I don't know. Or if you're a bit funky with your soldering and LEDs, I'm sure you could just rig something up yourself, get some LEDs in there, because that'd be ace. So let's lift the body up here. Yeah, same as the FTX Outback Fury, the lighting for the inside of the body is already in there. You've got your light buckets in there already, all wired up, ready to go. Ideal. Nice little mirrors and a snorkel on there, I like that. I don't know how long they're going to last. A few tumbles, I reckon they'll get scat off, but we'll see what happens. And this body, well, it seems a lot more, it's a lot more flexy and perhaps a bit more forgiving than on the Fury. I haven't heard anything bad about these bodies for breaking up or anything like that, but it is quite flexible and quite forgiving, I would bet. But I love it, love the colour, it's great. Put that there for a minute. Ideal. And here we go, here's the car. Straight out of the crate, I've noticed that you've got these seal runners here that box in your visual element from underneath. So you can't, it makes it a little bit more difficult to see up inside the body. I quite like that too. And these rock runners as well, they're a bit different. They've got like a little, like a checker plate on there, or that kind of effect. Gives it that sort of quite industrial look on there. Same sort of chassis rails, probably in all fairness the same chassis as on the Fury. Metal C-section chassis rails. Plenty of scope to drill some holes and adjust your length if you wanted to. And then of course you've got your front and your rear bumpers with your lights in, and they're adjustable too, and that's actually adjusted out quite a lot. So plenty of scope to move around on that. Your links, they're pretty sturdy as well. I'm sure they're the same as on the Fury. The axles look pretty substantial. You've got the same panhard setup on the front, chassis mounted servo, but it's a 4-link again. So presumably they just go with that panhard bar as soon as that servo gets mounted onto the chassis. Well, I'm not sure as if it actually needs it, but we don't know. The shocks feel nice and plush. This one does particularly, and they're the same shocks as on the Fury. They've got that aluminium top bolt section, and then it's plastic bodied. Maybe they're just a little bit, maybe they're sprung a little bit softer, I'm not sure, but they feel great. Yeah, it's got some nice movement there. Articulation, yeah, that's nice. Love it. And then they've gone with a different setup on this. You've got your battery tray in the back. You've got that same 2000 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride in the back, in the same battery tray, and it's velcroed in. Fantastic. But then down the sides here, where they've utilised these sort of sills, you've got your receiver box on the one side and your ESC on the other side, which is nice. And then you notice that there's no gearbox there, because they've actually done something different with this truck, which I really like. They've put the motor over the front axle. So you've got a gearbox straight off the back of the motor, with the drive shaft running to this central, I don't know what you would call it, central drive box, I don't know. So it goes in there, it gears over, and then it splits out two ways for your front and rear. I like the fact that the motor's where the motor should be on a real car. You got your transfer box in the middle, and then you've got what's effectively your fuel tank towards the rear of the car, and which makes the balance pretty good. I think the motor's probably a little bit higher, but it's right over the front wheels where you want it. It's great. I really like that. In fact, all of these cars, for the price range that I've seen them, they look great. They seem great. Yeah, I bet there's going to be some things that'll break on them when they take a tumble, but whose doesn't? You know, my Vitera's smashed some piece off it in the past. And, you know, you just fix it, don't you? You've got the same drive shafts on this as well. They're like metal linkage on the drives, and then they're sleeved into a plastic housing, slotted. Don't know how well they're going to perform. They'll perform okay. How long they'll last, don't know. When they break, replace them for some steel ones. It's got a 17-turn motor in the front. It's actually running 3 different drive shafts. This little mini drive shaft in there. So you're probably losing a bit of power through the transfer to that one and then back out to the other 2. We saw on the Fury that it's got the sort of replica steel wheels that you might find on a Land Rover. This has got a set of like replica beadlock type things, just in black. I suppose you could paint them to highlight some stuff if you want, but you know, I don't think it'd be too long before you'd be looking to get some metal beadlocks on there anyway, just to get that footprint down. But yeah, great looking truck. Got the radio here, slightly different to the other radio. Perhaps a little bit more modern, I don't know. Same format as the other one. Pretty much all the same controls. Just looks a little bit slighter, a bit sleeker. It doesn't have a rubber grip on the wheel, which is a shame. I don't know why. Maybe if this is an older or a newer radio, I don't know why they wouldn't put a foam grip on there now these days. But hey ho. It's pretty reasonable for thumb control, so you could drive it one-handed. Whether the girls will be able to do that, I don't know. Nice little blue LED on the top for your on and off. Yeah, very good. Let's plug the battery in and see what... hear those tyres, hear them. Sticky. That's nice. Sticky tyres. Grippy. Both of these FTXs are on Dean's plugs as well, which I don't mind. People are backwards and forwards with Dean's or XT60s and 90s and all that jazz. He says as he can't plug it in. Now then, where's the on-off switch? There's the ESC. There it is. Oh, that's alright. So right underneath the ESC there, which is on the top, there's your switch on the bottom. Accessible with the body shell again. That's nice. Well, the steering feels pretty positive out the box. I don't know what steering servo is in there. Can't see it. I would imagine it's probably a 15 kg like on the Fury. But even with those sticky tyres on this surface, which is like going to be maximum grip for it, it doesn't seem to have any problem with steering.
Does it pop? Hey, what is that? What is that? Hey, is that the car?
Stay down there then. Let's put the body on. Good to see it with the body. There we go. I haven't plugged the lights in, obviously. Whoop. Yeah, you have to be gentle on these throttles. On these standard radios out the crate, they can be pretty brutal, I've noticed, and you have to be careful. And like I've been driving with that FlySky FS GT5, which is programmable. It's not a top of the range radio by any chalk of the imagination, but you can refine some of what you're doing, and you kind of get used to that, I've found. Playing with the exponential rate and all that sort of stuff, you get that fine control, and then you jump back onto like a standard ready to run radio, and they can be quite brutal, but you know, you just probably get used to that within, you know, an hour or two of driving it, and it's something that you're going to upgrade later anyway. But that's another great truck. You know, it probably sounds like I'm saying it just because we bought them and it's, oh hey, yeah, great. I'm really impressed with it. Both of those, the Fury, I know they're going to have their hang-ups, I know that they're going to have problems, breakages and all that sort of stuff, but the fact that you can get something out of the box and it's actually, you know, it's drivable, that's supple. See, on my Vitera, after years of messing around with it, I'd be well chuffed if my suspension works as smoothly as that, you know. I mean, I know it's going to get dirty, it might seize up, I don't know, but what a great rig to start off with. I'll unplug that battery. Again, I'm going to take this battery out and charge that up overnight for them. Ready for some fun with them tomorrow. And again, yeah, that's it. 2000 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride battery. Safe as houses. We've got another one for it, a 3.2. Good to go, jobs are good. Yeah. If you like my videos, let me know. Put a comment in the comment box. We'll be taking these out, videoing them, we'll be comparing them. We'll put them side by side with my Vitera. We'll put them side by side with my budget build. You know, you've got the Fury, the High Rock. You've got the Charisma SCA 1E with the F150 body on. We'll stick them all side by side and see how they drive. See how they compare. Let you know how it goes. Hit the like and subscribe. Hit the bell button so you get notified. Share it. Do whatever you want, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.